Hi, my name is Michelle Meggs. I'm an avid coffee drinker and start my day out with 1 or 2 cups of coffee. I thought it would be interesting to find out more about coffee. So I'm here to do a book review for Coffee, Society, and Power in Latin America, edited by William Roseberry. The book includes a variety of essays on the topics of coffee and how it affects politics and society in Latin America. Coffee, Society, and Power in Latin America is a book edited by William Roseberry, Lowell Gudmundson, and Mario Samper Kutschbach. The material of this book covers a variety of topics relating to the production of coffee in specific regions of Latin America. Many authors have contributed to the content included in this volume, making it a very interesting and extensive read. The cultivation of coffee is not a cookie-cutter industry. Instead, each region that produces this commodity has developed unique methods of cultivation which relate to the geography of the region and also to the social and political structure within the region. In the introduction, William Roseberry gives an overview of coffee production in various regions, noting the differences in farming techniques, size and complexity of organizational structures, and labor relations. For example, he contrasts the large estate coffee plantations of Brazil with the small-scale peasant producers of Costa Rica. He lists the comparable differences which developed within the regions of Colombia, and he notes the plantations of Guatemala, which relied on state-enforced labor. Along with these differences, Roseberry also notes that commonalities are shared by these regions. Trade structures between local exporters and international firms were similar, and coffee also became the dominating trade commodity. After introducing us to the beginnings of coffee production in Latin America, the individual chapters are then divided into essays, each written by a different contributor and each focused on a particular aspect of coffee production and the effects that the industry has had on social, political, or economic issues. Among these topics is Verena Stolke's essay in Chapter 3, The Labors of Coffee in Latin America. This essay focuses on the role of family labor and the ways in which kinship relations affected the shaping of labor strategies in Brazil. In Chapter 5, Peasant, Farmer, Proletarian, Lowell Gudmundson discusses the rise of a rural bourgeoisie class within smallholder coffee producers of Costa Rica. This class division has been noted by Gudmundson to have led to restrictions in inheritance practices concerning daughters, and also to have affected changes in political circles by creating conflicts between processors and producers. Coffee has always equaled power in Latin America. What changes is who wields the power. In Chapter 8, Wage Labor, Free Labor, and Vagrancy Laws, David McCreary focuses on the rise of capitalism in Guatemala. He discusses the laws pertaining to vagrancy and debt that Jorge Ubico enacted under his regime in the 1930s, and the libreta, the card which laborers were required to carry in order to record their work days. And he outlines the positive and adverse effects that these changes had on merchants, as well as on the elites and laborers. Hector Perez Brignoli examines the 1932 rebellion in El Salvador in Chapter 9, Indians, Communists, and Peasants. He discusses how the repression by a small percentage of the population provided a unifying issue, which brought together communist sympathizers and a frustrated peasant and Indian population. The resulting revolt was exacerbated by conspiracy theories, which fed a growing fear of communism, and by multiple divisions between classes. All of these political and sociological struggles centered mainly on the dynamics which made up the structure of coffee plantations. Other writers in this book include Michael Jimenez, Fernando Pico, Mario Samper Kutschbach, and Mauricio A. Font. All of these scholars teach courses and have authored books related to topics in Latin American culture and history. Coffee, Society, and Power in Latin America is a very interesting and diverse contribution to the study of coffee industry's impact in Latin America. This book gives us a broad examination into the cultural, economic, and political influences that this one commodity has had since its introduction in the 18th century.